those towns.
They take it personally. They take it on board and go, they came to our fucking town.
We wanted to go to places that no one had been before.
They wanted to sort of try to book tours around surfing and outdoor adventures rather than the actual shows.
So we came up with the idea of the All Ages Assault Tour.
I just remember seeing some of the places they were going to, and it's been like, this is impossible.
Treat it like an adventure, I guess. We're basically going into completely uncharted waters.
It was great. We got a big van, a trailer.
The top half surfboards and bodyboards, bottom half gear.
We got ready at my house. We were all hanging there, and I remember just being so excited for this tour. It's fucking over! That tour, still to this day, I reckon, was probably the funnest tour we've ever done.
It was like going on a surf trip, but we were going to play shows.
Parkway were playing like the littlest towns ever and still pull like 1,000 people.
We basically lived life. It was great.
That's the kind of thing that opens up things for not only other bands, but it influences kids in those areas to start bands of their own.
It's fucking awesome.
Winston shook my hand.
I see your face again until I end this loveless dance. Until I see you fucking scream, and until I see the moonlight shine with your blood. Until I see your face again. Until I see you fucking scream, and until I see the moonlight shine.
After the All Ages Assault Tour, we'd done it all. We'd toured everywhere we could.
I remember Graham trying to get us on some tours overseas because that was the only place we could go. We toured Australia to death.
There was definitely some interest. We were getting emails and MySpace messages from kids, but there was no interest as far as labels, booking agents.
We didn't have an actual release overseas.
We had no friends overseas, really.
Had no idea if people actually knew of our band.
We wanted to head to Europe, but we had nothing. No one was keen to risk putting us on a tour.
We'd been trying for probably 3 months. And I remember us being all frustrated. We had no tours coming up. And we just said, fuck this, we can't wait forever. Let's just go ourselves.
We rocked up in Europe with a van we hired and a dodgy GPS system that had half the maps. And that was us.
We had a few random shows booked, but somehow pieced together.
The fact that no one was sort of even knew the guys made it pretty hard to get on actual support tours.
We basically heard of shows via people and just tried to jump on them.
Is this the show? Check it out. Give it a check out. In Nottingham.
First time Parkway Drive came to Europe, the turnouts were pretty low, like 50 to 100 kids maybe. They played basically shows they booked themselves or friends hooked them up.
We'd call like Graham up and say, have you got anything for us? And he'd say, oh yeah, there's a show in Belgium. So we'd drive from England across to Belgium to play a shitty show, and then we'd be in Belgium and say, what now?
Just the approach itself is very rare, and I haven't worked with a band yet that has done a similar thing.
All of a sudden going from playing sold out shows to 1,200 kids to half empty venues of 15 kids.
But the feedback and response was just like when we're starting out in Australia. You could see the momentum building. Kids were coming to like 2 or 3 or 4 shows.
They weren't even signed to a label, and they were pulling kids all across Europe, and then like people just had to start taking notice.
In case you guys don't know, we're Parkway Drive from the other side of the fucking world. And we're fucking stoked to be here. Thank you guys so much for having us in your town.
We paid $3.5 grand for you to be here. Just do it.
Show got treated pretty badly on that tour, I must admit.
Just drive, though.
I'll do it
Seriously.
later.
Just drive.
Nah.
I do feel a bit bad about some of the shit I probably did to him. But at that point in time, I was just pretty fed up with it.
I think he looks really tough, eh?
Yeah, you look really tough.
Yeah, I got written off a lot.
Jed Gordon, the most fucked up human ever to grace the planet.
Chod's been with us since the beginning.
He's just so gross. He went through this phase, he's put on heaps of weight, he's just fat and shit and lazy.
Pretty much chose the dude that's had the munchies his whole life.
We brought him over to Europe because we thought we needed a hand.
Everyone just wrote me off. I drove a lot of it, and then when I didn't want to drive, I got made to drive more.
We sort of use him as a personal punching bag a little bit.
You're a pisshead!
But he likes to dish it a fair bit as well.
I'm on 2 back show.
Chode, the 6th member of Parkway.
Winston's voice blew out because he got sick from all the cigarettes in Europe.
We were playing a show in Wales. My lungs started aching and my health in general just went down the drain.
So we thought, we can't play the next show, or we can get Chode to sing it.
And I was like, nah, it's not happening, eh? There's no way I'm doing this.
We somehow roped Chode into singing a show for me.
He wore these pink trackies.
With his socks pulled over the top and his green slippers.
Hoodie, hat, just covered himself right up.
Most of the set was them stuffing up because they were laughing too hard at me.
It was seriously the worst thing I've ever seen and heard.
I just remember playing